And something I read, is it true that like Harvard University, some of them visited you guys and stuff like, is that true?
Yeah, 30, around 30 students from Harvard University came to see that what are we doing? Is it madness? Is it real? Because people generally don't understand that interest-free lending is possible.
Mm,
So one group of students from Harvard and Cornell, they also came here,
mm.
and they were amazed to see our educational institutions. They were amazed to meet our borrowers, and that was a very great interaction with those students. They were from all of the world,
Mm.
because Harvard doesn't mean only U.S. students. They were studying in Harvard from coming from different backgrounds, different countries. So they came here and they visited us. In fact, I went to your Harvard, and when I narrated the story of Mohammad there were very few people who actually believed that.
Mm.
So I invited them that I can't, prove, but you can come to Pakistan and you can see that what we are doing.
Okay, amazing. And fundamentally, I think a lot of the reasons why people are confused about this because they think, well, if you're not going to charge interest, and interest is where we're going to make the money, how are we going to pay for our costs and stuff? So fundamentally, how is a Hud doing it? Like you're saying to me, you get $100, you give $100, like they give it back. How are you paying for costs? How are you making the whole thing work?
You know, I will answer this question in two ways. Number one, whatever the cost is, that cost has to be borne by the donors as well. For example, if you donate $100, we will take $10 and put it in our operational pool and $90 in our credit pool. That means we will spend $10 and lend $90. So after 1 year, that $90 will come back, and we will again take $10 out of it, put it in operational pool, and loan $80. In third year, we will again get it, the $180 back. $10 will be spent, and $70 will be lent. So in 10 years, your support, a donation of $100 will come to zero. So now you can say that at that point of time, you will not be operational. But we will say in return that you, as a compassionate person, will not give $100 only once in your lifetime.
Mm,
You would like to give every year.
yes.
And if you don't give, somebody else will come and step in your shoes. So at the end of the 10 year, that $100 will not become zero. That $100 will become 1,000.
Mm,
So this is tawakkul. This is trust in God. And the evidence, the proof of our philosophy is that just by starting $100, we have reached 900 million US dollars.
wow.
So this is
SubhanAllah.
the evidence. This is
Yeah.
the evidence based. Otherwise, I can't give you any proof that $100 will become 900 million US dollars, but we have the proof. Number one. Number two, yes, this coronavirus, this all those things. I was just reading a few days ago that France, the French government has reduced their interest to zero. They're offering loans at 0%.
Mm,
Why? Because there is economic, debacle. People are becoming poor. There is no business. There are losses. So it means that in a society where economy is at threat, where life is at threat, where poverty is on increase, the only solution to help the poor to come out of poverty, the only solution to kickstart the economy is investment in economy at 0%.
mm,
If that is good strategy at this point of time, why was it a bad strategy 20 years ago
mm,
when we started at 0%? You know, in third world countries, in countries like Pakistan, there is every time a corona like situation.
mm.
The poor people are always suffering from
Oh, so
corona
true.
of economy.
Yeah.
That is the corona of economy. They don't have anything they don't have money to invest. So if this crisis has concluded and inspired the governments to bring the interest rate to zero, it means that whenever there is an emergency situation, whenever there is poverty, whenever there is disparity, wherever the economy is not moving, so the starting point should be zero interest. And this has God, Allah Almighty, has been saying in His divine books since thousands of years earlier. Society, there will always be poor people, and you cannot eliminate poverty by doing business with the poor people. So this is the I'm not saying this. This is the divine rule that the permanent prosperity cannot be achieved by putting high tag on money, this interest rate on money. So the society or the state has to pay the operational cost so that people can do business. Number one. Number two, another thing. There are many educational institutions in the UK who don't charge fee. The government in kindergarten and primary school, the education is free. So if education is free, then if somebody who wants to do business, why are we charging fee from him? So instead of giving, on one side is charity and on one side is capitalism. In between is mawakha, solidarity, brotherhood, sharing. And we believe that the world cannot be transformed through charity or through market economy only. We have to find midway. Obviously, you can, the financial inclusion, the bigger loans can be given on Murabaha, Musharika, and other financial instruments. But for the poor people, the best product is Qarz Hasan. This is our experience.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, I completely understand. That's amazing. And I think you're so right that even when I think about the charities I give to, I never just give to them once. Like over years, you'll give to them multiple times.